So there were apparently new Storyteller levels that were just released like the other day. There's new characters, new character interactions, new scenes, and from the looks of it, over 30 new levels to discover. The only catch is, they're only available on the mobile version. So I'm going to be playing on my phone, so I may be looking down a little bit. But yeah, I cannot wait to get into these new levels. So if you look here, there's a special edition. What's new? This edition features several improvements and additions compared to the original version. New chapters include adventures, Frankenstein, pirates, and Hansel and Gretel. Spoiler alert, there's more than that. There's also new Jester Stamp Stories appendix that unlocks new puzzles after obtaining the crown. A new index page also allows easy access to every chapter. Make sure to revisit early chapters and play the added and redesigned levels to reclaim your crown. So if you've beaten the original game, you have to come back and play it in order to get the crown back. However, I've never played on mobile before, so we're gonna have to kind of do every level. Ooh.
A book about building stories.
Do levels again, but don't worry, I'll cut out the ones I've already done. Alright, so we're starting out with a brand new chapter. I'm so excited. This is Chapter 1, Adventures, Hero. So make a story with this title. The hero takes the sword, defeats the dragon, and gets rewarded. Alright. So, we're going to put the hero exactly where it tells us to. The hero takes the sword. The hero defeats the dragon. Oh, by chopping his head off. And then he gets rewarded, by the king, who he's then knighted. Oh, that's so cool. Alright, what's next? The dragon murders all men and kidnaps the princess. So we're gonna have the dragon in every scene, I guess. He's gonna murder the hero, who's now a knight. He's gonna murder the king with a ball of fire. And then he's going to kidnap the princess by almost killing her. Oh my gosh. The hero marries the princess. Okay, so I think maybe the princess is gonna get kidnapped by the dragon, because for some reason the dragon doesn't kill the princess. And then the hero is going to pick up the sword from the stone, Mighty Excalibur, and then he's going to slay the dragon, which will free the princess and make her fall in love with him, and then they will get married. Ooh, and take off his mask. Okay, he's kind of cute. The princess avenges her father and becomes queen. The stories on each page are independent of previous pages. Right. Okay, that's good to know. Even though in my story, in my head, I like to not do that. Okay, the princess avenges her father, so we gotta kill off the king. The dragon's probably gonna kill. Yes, so then the princess is going to take the sword and be like, ooh, she turned bad, look at her. Okay, she's gonna take the sword and be like, I'm gonna go avenge my dad. She's gonna go kill the dragon. And then she's going to take the throne and become queen. Isn't that so exciting? Oh my gosh. Okay, the princess becomes queen and marries her savior. Okay, right. So the princess is going to get kidnapped by the big and scary dragon. The knight, or the hero, who is not a knight yet, is going to take the sword. He's going to go up to the dragon. Oops. And he's going to save the princess. Oh, but first, we have to kill off the king so that there is a throne to take. Right there. Now that he has a sword, the dragon can't get to him in time. So now that he saved the princess, the princess is going to become queen, and then she will marry her savior, making him king now. That's so cool! That was Adventures done. So now we move on to the next chapter. Oh, these may be... Oh, okay, so this one is the same as it was in the base game, so I'm gonna go ahead and skip through it. But if you haven't seen this level be solved yet, click that eye up in the right corner. It will take you to my playlist with all the original levels, because these are really cool as well. So I'm just gonna go ahead and skip it, but if you want to see those, go check out that playlist. They're pretty cool levels back there. Oh! Okay, a heartbreak with a happy ending was in the base game, that level, but now we have different characters. Originally it was with Adam and Eve, but now we have Edgar and Isabel. So let's see what we can do with this. So they're gonna get married to establish that they're in love, right? Because we have to have love to have heartbreak. And then, let's say Edgar dies, Lenora sees it, standard, but then he's gonna revive, come back to life, so they can get married again, and the heartbreak is healed. Okay, so thanks to a miracle. So sometimes there's like little bonus levels within the level. So now we need to have a heartbreak with a happy ending through a sacrifice. Okay, so maybe instead of Edgar being revived, Lenora is so sad that her husband is dead that she drinks the poison. Yes, and they're reunited in the afterlife through a sacrifice. Wow. Lenora breaks Edgar's heart but ends up crying. Okay, so let's say she gets married to Bernard, and then Lenora tries to marry, or Edgar tries to marry Lenora. She breaks his heart because she's already taken by another man, which, you know, is totally fair. Don't cheat on your husband. But how does she end up crying? Oh, then her husband dies. Unrelated to, ooh, this is cool. Unrelated to her rejecting Edgar, but still important, I guess. So now the stipulation, the first one we got was using 3 frames, but now we can only use 2 characters. Interesting. So we have to have Lenora and Edgar because they're the only ones in this story. But you're using only 2 characters. There were not any like this in the main game. That's exciting. Okay. So how? Oh, okay. So Lenora and Edgar are in love. Lenora breaks Edgar's heart by dying. So he's heartbroken because of her, but she has to end up crying. So what if she revives and then Edgar dies and she sees it? That's funny. So she breaks his heart by dying and then revives just to see her husband's dead. Oh my gosh, pages can be flipped. Thank you for putting that in the instructions because that was not in the main game where I told you that it could be flipped and I took forever. I would go back to the menu each and every time and then have to go back into the game. But it's cool because sometimes you get new titles. Like you see the titles that sometimes have to do with the level and help you solve the level, but only sometimes. So, oh, everyone rejects Edgar. That one's another classic from the main game. Ooh, Edgar is granted a wish but ends up heartbroken. So here's the new character. There's a genie now. Isn't that cool? Okay, so what does he wish for? Oh, he doesn't care. Oh, maybe would Isabel reject him? No, they would get married. So maybe they get married and then Lenora, I always say Isabel, but I get Isabel and Lenora confused. Isabel's the brunette who like kills everybody. So then Edgar witnesses her death. So now he goes to the genie and he's like, I would love my girl back. But, so can I become the genie now and grant him his wish? Because typically the genie can't revive people. Like that's one of like the 3 wishes he can't do. But maybe if I self-insert myself and revive her myself, now his wish has become granted. But maybe so they marry again, but maybe she still dies? Yes, Edgar is granted a wish but ends up heartbroken. That's hilarious. What if he went back to the genie? Would she be alive now? No. So I have to like insert myself into the story in order to bring her back to life. That's so funny. Oh my gosh. So now we're finished with chapter 2. So I think chapter 3 is also a new one. Maybe. No, okay. Oh no! Murderer tells you, I already know, if you played the main game, you know Isabel's a murderer. So this is slightly different. There was a murder of jealousy before, but I think it was with poison. So let's say Lenora and Bernard are married. But then Isabel wants to marry Lenora. But she gets rejected because Lenora's already in love with Bernard. So then Isabel pushes Bernard off of the cliff. I think she can also no, she can't push her love off. So she can kill. Oh, so there's new stories. We never really saw them on the cliff before. Interesting. Isabel's plan goes wrong and she ends up dead. Okay, so she's probably gonna poison the wine at some point, but be the one who ends up drinking it somehow. I don't know how you get her to drink the wine unless someone else poisons her. So we gotta make her jealous, right? So first Edgar and Lenora are going to fall in love. Then she's gonna try to get married to Lenora. But again, she's gonna get rejected because Lenora's already in love with Edgar. So then she's gonna hatch this plan. Oh, She's gonna hatch a plan to kill Bernard or Edgar to get her love back. But instead, Lenora's gonna be the one who drinks it and dies. So then Lenora or Isabel would just drink the poison. Oh, sorry, drink the poison in order to be with her love. Clever. I think this one had a different name, but it was in the main game. But that's fun. A wish for death causes Isabel a tragic heartbreak. A wish for death. Okay, causes Isabel a tragic heartbreak. So she's got to be alive and see somebody. Oh, so maybe, okay, Lenora and Edgar are in love. Let's say Edgar died. I don't know. We have to establish that Isabel's in love with Lenora. And then Edgar is going to die. Lenora's going to see it. Yes. And then Lenora's going to go to the genie and be like, hey, can you literally kill me off? Because... oh, maybe not. Because my husband's dead. But he can't revive him. Oh, how do we get her to wish for death? Oh. Oh, this might be morbid. Can Edgar go to the genie and wish his wife dead? No. Oh, no. But Lenora or Isabel can go to the genie and wish for... no. I thought for sure... oh, yes, there you go. There you go. So before... okay, yes, sorry. Oh my gosh. Isabel can get rejected and then wish the genie would kill Edgar, and that is something he can't bring people back to life, but he will kill them. So then I kill off, to fulfill the wish, I have to kill off Edgar, have Isabel see it, so then have Lenora see it. Sorry, I get them confused all the time. Have Lenora see it, so then she is going to die, leaving Isabel heartbroken. No. Maybe Lenora's got to drink the poison, and then this happens. Yes! Okay, so Lenora... but that's still the same thing. She, like, dies, and then she's heartbroken. That's still... but I guess it has to be a direct cause of the wish, and the wish caused Lenora... or Isabel... no, Lenora to, self-exit. Interesting! Okay, let's do maybe 1 or 2 more chapters in this video. I'm so excited to get to all of them though. These are so cool. Grimm, chapter 4, the fattening. And there's a hand that's been chopped off and placed on the silver platter on the left. That's so interesting. Okay, fattening. The witch is satiated. Hansel! Oh no. So we're gonna have some kids being eaten. If you've seen Hansel and Gretel, these are so cute. Okay, so we're gonna place Hansel in the house. He's gonna he's going to eat the candy that makes him all big. So then the witch is going to cook the kid alive, and then she's going to eat her meal. Eat her meal. We all know what that means. She's snacking on some tasty meat. That's just eating some candy. That's messed up. And now we have the boar is fed. And I'm sure he's gonna eat the witch. I hope we don't also kill Gretel in this one, because that would suck. Okay, so we know it's eventually gonna end with the boar eating some dinner. So let's say the witch and Gretel get in a fight. And then, oh no, the witch puts Gretel in the oven. Oh, no, she turns her into a frog. Can the frog then go in the oven? No. Oh, yes. Interesting. So she has to turn her into a frog and then push her into the oven so that the boar will eat her. That's morbid. He couldn't eat her as a human. Interesting. Gretel takes revenge! Okay, I thought these were independent of each other, but now we have Gretel taking revenge. Okay, so the witch is going to give Hansel... oh, she even says who she wants. She wants Hansel. That's gross. Hansel, a lot of candy. She's going to push him into the oven. And then... oh... Gretel is going to then Oh, she saves him. That's really messed up. She saves him though and pulls him out of the fire. And then, oh, she's gonna push the witch. She's scared of Gretel. She knows it's coming. She's gonna push the witch into the fire and get her revenge. Wow. Ooh, the witch discovers she ate the wrong thing. So she's eventually going to eat the candy. Okay. Somehow, or maybe they're gonna, I don't know, they're gonna somehow get, or maybe the boar. Okay, so let's say the witch gives Hansel a bunch of candy because she's fattening him up for her meal. She's going to push him into the oven, but no. Gretel's going to save him, and then they're going to cook the boar. Oof. And then she's going to eat the meal and realize, or eat the boar, not realize, she thinks it's the kid. That's really messed up. But then she's going to see the kid and realize that it wasn't him that she ate. She's not gonna know what she ate. That's really funny. Okay, I lied. One more chapter. We are doing one more chapter. Usurpers. Oh, is this one we've done before? Also, spoiler for this one if you haven't seen the main game, but the knight looks a lot older. He looks like they grayed his hair out and they made him look older in this one. That's funny. Ooh, the queen is kidnapped but gets a gratifying ending. So this was before named Kidnap, the cage scene, but now it's called The Cage. So we know that the Baron will always kidnap the queen because he wants that crown. But the knight will let her go. And then her gratifying ending is marrying the knight who saved her. Don't read into that too much. But, oh, she can take revenge. So that's her happiness ending. But there's a revenge ending where instead she kidnaps the Baron who kidnapped her. Tap to restore. Oh! I like that. That wasn't in the main game before. That's cool. The queen takes her crown back from the usurper. Okay, so this one was also kind of the main game, so I kind of went ahead and did it off screen. There's two different versions of it where the queen takes her crown back from the knight, who once the Baron kidnaps the queen, now the crown's up for grabs. So he takes the crown, puts her back, but then she's so mad about it that she kidnaps the knight and then takes her crown back. And then you also have one with the Baron where you just swap the knight basically in the second and fourth scenes. And so he takes the crown back and then the knight lets her go and then she kidnaps the Baron back and then takes her throne. But I just went ahead and did that one because I also did this one where everyone sits in the throne because we had this one before, but we have an alternate ending now where the knight takes over the crown instead. So I think what we have to do here is now the queen has the crown, but then the Baron pushes her off the cliff so he can take the throne. But the ghost of the queen pushes the Baron off the edge, so now the knight is free to take the crown. These are so cute. I love these. A little bit more. Lonely people grow old together. Okay, lonely people. So they've both gotta be lonely. And then they're gonna get married, and then time's gonna pass. Oh, but then we have to show that they're old now. Isn't that cute? Before there was like a time thing, but it was with a dog and his owner. And you could get the dog old and cute, and it was so cute. Oh, age difference. So maybe we just swap one or two. Yeah, okay, so now he's really old. Now, but she has to be lonely. Oh. Oh, like this. Okay, solitude up here for her. And then they fall in love and then they get... Oh, so now he's really old and she's just kind of old. I'm surprised he didn't die. Because you have to finagle with the time a little bit so they have a big age difference. He's like graying and she's still like 20. Like, that's... Ugh. Wives reconcile, but end up fighting again. So I love that even though these are similar to the levels that we already had, they're just different enough that they have new names, they have different interactions, like, so you can feel like you're playing the game all over again. That's so cool. Okay, so the wives are gonna get married. Then they're gonna get in a fight. But then they're both gonna forget that they ever fought or ever got married. So then they'll get married again, and guess what? They're gonna fight again. This one before was, I think, was named like Cyclic, Toxically, whatever, Mutual Love Affair. But it was with the king and the queen, I believe. So that's really cool. Edgar's wish is granted, but it demands a murder. Right, okay, so this is like before where I have to take over for the genie wish, because apparently the genie can't do it by himself. But now we don't have the death option, so I have to push somebody off. Right. So, oh, who would burn? Okay, Isabel and Edgar get married. And then, no, we need to have Isabel mad, because she's the one that would kill everybody. So Isabel and Bernard get married. Isabel tries to get with Edgar, but he's like, no, I'm with Bernard. So then she goes to the genie and says, I need that guy dead. So it demands a murder. So maybe then it's a she does a self-fulfilling wish where she pushes Bernard off. Oh, Edgar's wish is granted. Oh! Okay, so maybe then she still pushes him off, but then Edgar wishes for... No. I thought maybe that he would wish for Isabel to die. Oh, maybe, okay, Edgar gets married to Isabel. They get in a fight. Sorry, they get in a fight. So then she goes to the genie and says, I want him dead. Yes! So then she pushes her husband off the edge? And then he's dead at the end? That's what happened. Oh, Edgar's wish. What am I doing? I'm getting confused. He wouldn't kill her. He wouldn't wish for her death. So what am I supposed to do? Would she be so mad at him that she would marry somebody else? No, she has a heart with a little flower. Maybe if she pushes him off. I don't know. Oh, maybe she's just in love. Isabel gets in love with Bernard. He tries to marry Isabel. Or Edgar tries to marry Isabel. No, because he just wants... Oh, okay, wait, maybe. So Isabel gets married to Bernard and then rejects Edgar. So then Edgar goes to the genie and she's like, hey, I really love Isabel. Can I have her? And then... But how do we get somebody to push her off? Maybe then they fight and then Isabel pushes her husband off the cliff so then they can get married. Wow! That one was tricky. I liked that one a lot though. So to recap, Isabel gets married to Bernard and then rejects Edgar. So Edgar goes to the genie and is like, hey, I really want my love, Isabel. So then Isabel fights with her husband. She then pushes him off the cliff, which is the murder. And then she gets married to Edgar and he gets his wish fulfilled. See, I thought demanding a murder meant like the little icon above Edgar's head had to be that there was like a death, but that can work too. So this, yeah, old heartbroken dog dies happy. That was the original story, but now it's different. So as I'm going through some of the levels that I've already completed in the base game, they've made some of the they've changed a lot of the titles and made them easier. Ooh, Edgar murders his own wife. Now we have a Ouija board. Oh, we had that. That was a seance before, but now it's called a Ouija board, or Ouija. So Edgar murders his own wife. So Edgar is going to get married to Lenora. Or actually, we've done this one in the main game just with a seance, so I'm going to go ahead and go through it. A ghost wife causes Edgar to fall off the cliff. This one's different. Okay, so let's get married to Isabel. And then... maybe... I don't know, maybe. Let's just kind of mess some stuff around. So he's eventually going to get pushed off by his wife. But maybe... Oh, she's okay. So I think Edgar is gonna, or Isabel and Lenora are gonna be in love first. Edgar is gonna want her and want Isabel get rejected. So then he's going to push Isabel off, or Lenora off the cliff. He wouldn't do that. Oh, that's really messed up. If his wife dies, or his love dies, he will just jump off the cliff. Wow. Oh, I think I figured it out. So Edgar gets married to Isabel, and then Isabel dies. He sees it, so then he moves on with Lenora, but then... Yes, but then there's a seance in which Isabel finds out that Edgar married somebody else. So then she will ghost push him off? No, she won't. Oh, she's just gotta scare him off. He's gotta willingly jump. How did I get him to jump before? Okay, I actually don't know for this one. I think I'm gonna have to skip this one and come back to it because I am pretty stuck. And you know what? We are going to end this video on a chapter 13 level from the monsters chapter called Scent. This one is where the dog has to bark at Bernard. And if you don't know, Bernard moonlights as a werewolf, as a literal werewolf. So we have to find some way for the dog to bark at Bernard. Oh! Oh, he's... Ooh, okay, let's pretend that didn't happen. Maybe he'll know his scent so well that the next day... Actually, maybe the dog is in love with Lenora, so then when Bernard becomes a werewolf, he will then kill Lenora. So then the dog will see that and be like, oh my gosh, he'll sniff and he'll figure out that it was Bernard. So then when Bernard becomes a human, he's gonna bark at Bernard because he knows that he killed his owner. That's tragic. But anyway, that is where we're going to end this level. If you want to see more of this content, please subscribe and keep watching because there's going to be so many... Look at all these new chapters. So many new chapters. The King, Frankenstein, novels 1, 2, and 3, which are different than what they were before. Pirates? I mean, look at this. Marco accomplishes the mission but loses his medal. What is this stuff? Pirate plunders Marco. There's so many new levels, and I'm so excited. And back, if you look at the crown, there's 92 stars, or 92 crowns instead. And then there's a whole new bonus stamp collection once we finish the game again. Isn't that so exciting? I am so excited to get into the rest of these levels. I can't even stand it. I love this game. I only played it about a month ago for the first time ever. But now there's new levels, and I can't... I'm ecstatic. I just don't even know how to explain it. I'm just so excited. So if you're excited too, hit that subscribe button. I'll get the next video out as soon as I possibly can. So yeah, if you liked this video, please consider liking, subscribing, watching my other Storyteller videos. Yeah, I'll see you in the next one. I am so excited. All right, bye guys.